Hey, welcome back to Kingdom 360 with your host, the Grand Inquisitor Zane Venturi. Now, today we're going to talk about the subject of, if you will want for a better word, name calling or so forth. What transpired a few days ago was a friend of mine got on the phone to me to say that another friend, she heard another friend of hers talking to someone and poking fun at her for being slightly overweight. And she didn't take to it kindly. She got quite upset about it and really deeply hurt and offended. And she was speaking to me about it and was trying to ask for advice on how to deal with this situation, but also to let off steam about how she felt about it. Now, the way I look at it, and the way Kingdom 360 looks at it, is when you have a higher state of consciousness, a higher state of thinking, on a deeper level, these things shouldn't really bother you or concern you. If it's a health issue that someone made towards you, out of the kindness of their own heart, take it on board. But what I like to think is when someone says something about me that is blatantly not true, I process it as white noise. It just doesn't really go very deep. It just touches my eardrums and reverberates back. And as far as it goes, you can say anything to me and I'll be like, okay. Now, what, as a person, you've got many choices to hand how you deal with it. Personally, if I was her and somebody made a comment about my weight, if it was a guy, for example, and I was the girl, I'd say, well, how about you come, I would say something like, well, how about if you've got the courage, why don't you come back to my place and help me burn all this weight off? But all you've done is thrown back the arrow or the dagger that they've thrown you, you've thrown it back. You can come up with other things without being offensive to them. But what you've done is you've just thrown the ball back in their court, and that's all you've got to be doing. Even I'd say, one could equate it to being in a courtroom and, an accusation's been thrown at you. You can turn the tables round on the situation and throw it back at them. Don't take it personally. Why take something so little to enter your... And the mind is very precious. Amazing construct. An amazing construct. And you're letting such an insignificant thing just enter it and just implode inside you. Really not worth it. Value your mind. Value what you allow it to hear, allow it to see, and allow it to taste. Value your mind. Do not allow petty things to enter your mind, therefore you become petty. Another thing I wanted to talk about was in terms of, this lady, she's a very attractive lady. She doesn't have like the commercial physique that one would have, that is populated and perpetrated by the media, but in terms of how she looks, nothing wrong with her. Beautiful individual herself. But what she may not have is a contemporary commercial look, and that's quite an important thing. Contemporary commercial look that is populated by the media, likes to spread that this is how a person, a man or woman, should look like. She doesn't have that look, but what she has, she owns it, and she looks stunning, and she shouldn't let anyone else take it away from her. So like I said, if anyone says anything, either don't let it enter your mind, and if it does, rebuttal it back. Also, the statement that was made by the person is actually, the way I look at it is, it says more about, they're talking about insecurities they have within themselves, but they're projecting it through somebody else. And that's how it works. You take advantage of someone, you're verbally like that, you're actually projecting your own insecurities, but through somebody else. if you're smart enough, you can spot that. You can see that they're actually exposing themselves, really. They're exposing insecurities, they're exposing themselves. So that's another way you should look at it. I mean, think on a deeper level. Don't just look at the surface of what someone says. You can take it a couple of steps down and you can look at it on a deeper level as well. Like I said, there's nothing medically wrong with the way her body weight is or anything. It's just not a commercial look that's populated, as we said, by the masses. So never take anything anyone says on a deeper level. And I think I'm going to wrap it up now. And I look forward to seeing you guys very soon. Please subscribe, like, comment, and join me on Facebook as well. And take care, and I hope to see you soon.